Okay, so here is a little tutorial on what I want with the videos here, or the animations here. So what I want is two sprites that interact with each other and maybe walk and talk and maybe say hi. Preferably there's going to be a little story that goes along with them. There's a link of a previous project where they made toast. Follows pretty much the rules that I'm looking for. But let's start here. I've got two sprites. They have costumes for talking and walking and waiting. So pick one of them. Let's start with the cat here. And you're always going to start with when green flag checks. And if you look at the instructions it has, you have to reset this. How you do that is basically whenever the animation starts, you need to tell it where everything needs to be. So let's remove the edge. And actually, let's switch backdrops here to this one, so that we're not walking through chairs. And if I do the go to, it'll put it wherever the sprite happens to be. So I move it, it goes back to that position. All right, let's get it to walk. To get it to walk again, I'm going to use the weight 0.05 and the switch costume. We're going to start at the first costume. Oh, and I should definitely go to the initial costume in there too. So first costume, next walking costume, next walking costume, back to the previous one, and then I'll go back to the original. And I can loop that 10 times, and I click there. His legs are moving like he's walking, but he's not going anywhere. To actually go somewhere, we're gonna have to do a move. And I'm gonna have it move a small amount. So 2. I'm gonna put that after the switch costume, but before the weight. You put it anywhere you want, just need to be consistent. So now, there it goes. I could speed them up or slow them down by increasing the amount that it goes. Let's go 5. There we go. It looks like he's walking. That might be a little bit far. I want him to go about halfway across. Okay, looks like he's walking. Then we can have him say something. We're going to use this one here. It's a little bit harder to use, but it'll give a better result at the end. Here's what's harder to use. To play it, says hello. There's no time for it to end, so it just sits there saying hello. To get it to stop, I'm gonna have to, for one of these, say nothings, and the bubble goes away. But when he says something, I'm gonna go to sounds, and I'm going to put in a meow sound, or after, doesn't matter because there's no weight in there. And I want him to be its mouth moving while he says hello. So again, we're going to do basically this again. Switch costume, wait 0.05 seconds. Switch costume, wait 0.5 seconds, except with talking. I'm going to start with my default one. And five. I'm going to go to my first talking one. Second talking one, third talking one. And it can loop around. We don't want him talking forever. He's just saying hello. So we loop it around twice and see what it looks like. And the talking and the sound line up pretty nicely there. Then we can go over to the squid and get him to do stuff. But to get the squid to move, I mean, you can go through and add up all this time and have him wait. That's pain. I don't want to do that. It's a much easier way. You go over here and you do broadcast message. It's broadcast and receive messages. Broadcast message. New message, message one. Then I go over to the squid and I do when received, message one, and then I can just start going from there. However, I do need to do, where is he starting? When green flag checked, go to this position. And his motion is going to be basically the same as the cat's motion. So I'm just going to grab the cat's motion. Just dump it in there. I named the walking the same, so see what that looks like. Oh, he's walking off the edge. That's because one other thing, I need to put this in, or else I'll just constantly be saying hello. We need, so he was walking off the edge. We need to turn this into a negative. 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 Down. From there. And then loop this. That's pretty good there. We're getting pretty close there. That when it's received, you can say hello. To meet you, and give him a loop with same things with switch costume and weight and one, duplicate, duplicate one, two, top three, top two, top one. Maybe two, let's give him a noise two. Go to sounds and you can pick out one, whatever you think a squid sounds like. Bubbles. Look here. That's not what I meant to do. You can also record one if you want. Bubbles. Let's go with that one. And we can give him sound. Sound bubbles. and say nothing. Nope, not 0, just nothing. And at the end, let's see what we got. And then, you can have them wave, you can have them go do something together. Try to get some sort of narrative going. So take a couple days here. There's a link in the description in the assignment also of an example where they're making toast. Doesn't need to be complex. Just there should be some sort of narrative and then them doing something. And you can reuse stuff. You can have them flip around and walk out the other way. You could program some other sort of motion. You can put more background stuff in. It's up to you. Just a short story between two sprites that have some sort of interaction.